2010 is going to be a very challenging year for CIOs as they face immediate needs associated with continuing to run lean and efficient and effective operations, while at the same time supporting the adoption of new technologies and new solutions to help drive and capture customers and market interests in the recovery. There's a few things that CIOs need to do and need to keep constant focus on. One is to recognize this shift in IT's applications away from just focusing on cost-cutting efficiency, so just pulling costs out, to actually helping improve productivity in the enterprise. In fact, we think the single biggest question CIOs are going to have to answer at the end of 2010 is, what did you do and what did IT do to improve productivity? Now, the difference between productivity and efficiency may seem to be very light and subtle, but it's actually pretty important. When I lead and manage an organization for efficiency, cost-cutting efficiency in particular, I'm really concerned about the average cost of each resource I use, and a little less concerned about the value that that resource creates, because obviously if I can cut costs faster, I've got the ability to improve profitability. However, productivity is a slightly different view. It basically holds that set of resources stable and says, how can I make those resources more effective? How can I have those resources produce more value per unit of input? So I actually manage and lead IT and the solutions I build differently. For example, consolidating operations is very much an efficiency play. Enhancing those opportunities to have that smaller footprint of operations deliver more services, support more capacity, is a productivity play. Productivity will affect both enterprises that are looking to be more productive with their resources, as well as the IT organization, which will be constantly being asked to deliver more technical solutions in a more rapid fashion. One of the other major things we're looking for CIOs to do is to keep a constant focus on opportunities to shorten their cycle times and continue to drive lean-type practices into their IT organization. Many organizations are facing a challenge of relatively flat to slightly down IT budgets that require the application and the elimination of waste. There's a fair amount of waste and opportunities in IT, and what we've seen leading CIOs do is use this as an opportunity to refocus IT on what it matters and let some of the other stuff just go away. The third and final point that I think is important for CIOs to recognize is that their primary relationship challenge exists not with their fellow C-suite peers. And as a matter of fact, in 2010, CIO tenure and CIO reporting relationships remained very strong. But rather, when we looked at CIOs and asked them where their relationship challenges were, they actually existed with business unit, geographic, and regional levels, kind of at that president, senior vice president level. So while CIOs have been very, very good and quite effective at building relationships across the C-suite, they now need to recognize that the next place to build those relationships is with the heads of the different lines of business.